Imagine a world where dark forces operate unseen, orchestrating events from the shadows and pulling the strings of global power. What if, beyond our everyday reality, there exists a network so malevolent and organized that it manipulates governments, finances, religions, and even the very destiny of humankind? Today we peel back the veil on a terrifying possibility, an empire of demonic influence that has quietly controlled our world for centuries. The origins of the unseen power. Long before modern governments or corporations, ancient texts warned of forces that defy human comprehension. Biblical passages speak of principalities and powers that wage war against the faithful, hinting at a realm of darkness beyond our sight. Many scholars believe these verses allude to an organized, demonic network, a hidden empire that has existed since the dawn of civilization. Its roots may stretch back to the fall of rebellious angels, whose expulsion from heaven left them to sow chaos on earth. Over time, these beings evolved into a systematic force using deception, manipulation, and occult rituals to amass power. As empires rose and fell, secret societies emerged. Behind the facade of noble institutions, these groups allegedly safeguarded esoteric knowledge and dark rituals. Their objective was not just to control wealth or political influence, but to shape the spiritual destiny of nations. The ancient battle between light and darkness, recorded in apocalyptic literature, appears not as myth, but as an ongoing war. A war waged by those who embrace and propagate hidden evil, scriptural prophecy, and the demonic network. The Bible is replete with cryptic warnings. In Ephesians 6:12, we are told, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Such passages suggest that an organized force exists, one that operates on a spiritual plane, yet wields very real influence over earthly affairs. Prophets of old warned of a time when deception would reach its zenith, a period when the instruments of darkness would be used to subvert truth and enslave the human spirit. This hidden empire, often dismissed as mere conspiracy, appears to have adapted over the centuries. Its operatives are said to lurk in the corridors of power, subtly guiding policies and shaping cultural narratives. Their ultimate goal, to control not just our institutions, but the very beliefs that govern our lives. By twisting the language of Scripture and distorting sacred symbols, they have created a facade of legitimacy that hides their true, malevolent agenda. Symbolism of the shadow realm. Symbols are the language of the unseen. The demonic network's presence is encoded in icons that recur throughout history. Consider the all-seeing eye, commonly associated with divine omniscience, but here it is repurposed as a tool of surveillance and control. The pyramid, a structure of ancient mystery, represents not only human ambition, but also a power that reaches toward the heavens in defiance of divine order. Such symbols, found on banknotes, monuments, and secret society regalia, act as a cryptic code that points to an enduring influence. Ancient architects and modern designers alike have used these images to convey messages of control and hidden wisdom. They serve as a constant reminder that beneath the surface of our everyday lives, a vast network of influence is at work. This network employs a language that is both visual and symbolic, one that speaks to those with the insight to decode its secrets. Modern manipulation and digital darkness. Today's world is a digital battleground. While ancient forces once used rituals and handwritten scrolls, now they harness the power of technology. In our interconnected age, every click, search, and online interaction is tracked, analyzed, and potentially manipulated. Sophisticated algorithms and mass surveillance tools provide modern tyrants with unprecedented control over information and behavior. This evolution of control mirrors the ancient tactics of covert societies. Just as hidden elites once dictated the flow of power through secret societies, now powerful entities, sometimes alleged to be part of the demonic network, shape our reality through data and digital influence. With every new technological breakthrough, the potential for manipulation grows. The tools of the modern age, artificial intelligence, global communication networks, and digital currencies, are the latest weapons in an age-old war against free will. The cost of ignorance. The true price of this hidden empire is not measured in dollars or political power alone. It is a spiritual debt paid in the currency of freedom. When truth is suppressed, society becomes a captive of deceit. The demonic network's greatest weapon is not brute force, but the slow erosion of independent thought. By controlling narratives, they can keep humanity docile, unaware, and ultimately enslaved to a destiny that is not of our choosing. Throughout history, those who sought truth and knowledge were persecuted, silenced, or forced into exile. Today, the battle for free thought continues. The struggle is not just against visible enemies, but against an insidious system that seeks to control the very fabric of our minds. Recognizing this cost is the first step toward reclaiming our agency and resisting the seductive pull of manufactured reality, the call to awaken. In the face of such overwhelming control, the call to awaken becomes a clarion cry for liberation. True power lies in the ability to see beyond the illusions crafted by hidden forces. It is a call to reclaim our autonomy, to question, investigate, and ultimately expose the dark mechanisms that seek to dominate us. This awakening is a revolution of consciousness. It challenges us to break free from the chains of ignorance and embrace a deeper, more authentic understanding of reality. As we uncover these secrets, we must also arm ourselves with knowledge and discernment, for the struggle for truth is as ancient as it is ongoing. The final awakening. As the veil of secrecy begins to lift, a seismic shift in perception takes hold. Across the globe, whispers of hidden truths are stirring a collective awakening. No longer do we accept the carefully curated narratives of those in power. Instead, a growing number of people are beginning to question, to search for the forbidden knowledge that has been kept from us for so long. In darkened boardrooms and through encrypted messages online, independent researchers and truth seekers are piecing together fragments of history that challenge the very foundation of our modern world. In this era of unprecedented connectivity, information is both a weapon and a key. Revolutionary technologies are unearthing lost documents and encrypted archives, revealing evidence of clandestine networks that have influenced everything from economic policies to religious doctrine. This digital revolution is empowering individuals to decode hidden symbols and reinterpret ancient prophecies in ways that were once unimaginable. The call to awaken is no longer confined to hushed circles. It echoes in the forums, social media channels, and underground movements of today. The final awakening. As the veil of secrecy begins to lift, a seismic shift in perception takes hold. Across the globe, whispers of hidden truths are stirring a collective awakening. No longer do we accept the carefully curated narratives of those in power. Instead, a growing number of people are beginning to question, to search for the forbidden knowledge that has been kept from us for so long. In darkened boardrooms and through encrypted messages online, independent researchers and truth seekers are piecing together fragments of history that challenge the very foundation of our modern world. In this era of unprecedented connectivity, information is both a weapon and a key. Revolutionary technologies are unearthing lost documents and encrypted archives, revealing evidence of clandestine networks that have influenced everything from economic policies to religious doctrines. This digital revolution is empowering individuals to decode hidden symbols and reinterpret ancient prophecies in ways that were once unimaginable. The call to awaken is no longer confined to hushed circles. It echoes in the forums, social media channels, and underground movements of today. Conclusion. Choice is yours. The emerging evidence of covert power and the demonic network is not a mere conspiracy. It is a call to transform our lives and societies. As the final chapters of this hidden saga unfold, we are faced with a pivotal decision. Will we continue to be passive recipients of manipulated narratives, or will we stand as vigilant guardians of truth? The path to true enlightenment requires that we reject complacency and embrace our role as active seekers of the hidden, the forbidden, and the real. The time to awaken has come. Every new revelation, every piece of uncovered evidence is an opportunity to reclaim our destiny. Stand up against the subtle forces that seek to dominate our minds and hearts. Let your curiosity guide you, your critical thinking empower you, and your unwavering resolve be the light that dispels the darkness. Remember, the battle for truth is fought not on battlefields, but in the quiet moments of reflection, in the courage to question, and in the relentless pursuit of knowledge. The future belongs to those who dare to unveil the secrets and challenge the hidden empire that has ruled in silence for too long. Will you be one of the awakened? Will you join the revolution of truth, or will you remain bound by the chains of deception? The choice is yours, and the time to act is now.